Chris McKay, welcome to the Daily Dish. Thank you for joining.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
First, I just want to talk about just vampires in general. What were some of your historical portrayals of Dracula, or even Renfield for that matter, that you loved that maybe influenced the film?
Bela Lugosi, Dracula, and the Dwight Fry Renfield from the 1931 Todd Browning movie were a big inspiration for us. Christopher Lee version of Dracula was a big inspiration for Cage. And we kind of wanted to, pull from a lot of different things. We wanted to, because I love the past and I love, you gotta shine a light on the, in the past, but we also wanted to make it our own too. So we pulled little bits of things from here and there. We pulled the teeth from Lon Chaney Sr., the Lon Chaney Sr. movie, London After Midnight, some of the costuming choices from different versions of Dracula, and kind of synthesized all of these things to kind of make our own version of Count Dracula.
Having a cast like Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult, really all the supporting people, Ben Schwartz, it must have been fantastic. I think the approach of Renfield being in group therapy, spilling his guts about his situation is with Dracula, I thought that was hilarious and really approachable. What made you take the mental health approach?
I think the idea that Dracula can be a metaphor for toxic boss, toxic narcissist, boss from hell, felt really intuitive. Culturally, we're having a lot of dialogue about, about how we treat, each other, how we treat each other in the workplace and that sort of thing, how we treat, how we treat each other in relationships and that kind of thing. And I think that, if you can have a movie where you've got, crazy, insane, splat stick humor and action and comedy, but also can, give people the message, like, you can, if you're in a bad relationship with somebody, you don't have to give these people your power. You can take your power back. That felt like a really good, that felt like a really good, way of making a movie. Having all this fun, but having a nice little message in there too.
Right. I love that you compared it as a workplace relationship. When it comes to crafting a bloody scene, what is the right balance or ratio between using practical effects and digital effects?
I try to use as many practical effects as possible, but you have to, you still have to make your day when you're making a movie. So usually the first couple of takes we do without. You do the practical stuff on the third take, and if it doesn't work, we've got 2 takes already that we'll add digital stuff to. A lot of times though, we're using practical stuff and then augmenting it digitally because there's, we want it to, look a certain way or want it to fly around. So there's a little bit of practical and digital, playing at all times, almost in almost all the stuff that we're doing. But it's just more fun.
What is your favorite Universal monster?
I think my favorite Universal monster, I have to say it's probably Dracula. I've always liked Dracula. To me, the best thing about the Universal monsters is they're all sympathetic. Frankenstein is a child. The Wolfman is somebody who can't help what happened to him. And I think Dracula falls in that category too. You can't help the fact that he's, become a vampire. And I think there's something, tragic about, Dracula that I really like. And so they're very human. The Universal monsters are very human monsters. And that's what's always appealed about them to me.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.